What's going on, everyone? I hope you're enjoying those awesome drone shots. I had such a good time recording them for you here in downtown Miami. Today we're gonna be talking all about this neighborhood, downtown Miami. It's a special neighborhood here in Miami because it has so much to offer. It's not a very large neighborhood. It only runs from 1st Street all the way to around 15th to 16th Street, around the Biscayne Boulevard area, but it does have a lot to offer. So again, it's not so big, but it has so much to offer, so we have a lot of things to cover today. So we're gonna talk all about living in downtown Miami. We're gonna talk about what it's like to live here. We're gonna talk about the pros and cons of living here. We're gonna talk about the cost of living here. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it makes you realize and understand how downtown Miami is, what it's like, and if it's the right place for you or not to call home. So anyway, let's not waste any more time and let's get started right now. All right, guys, so first let's talk about the pros of living here in downtown Miami. So the first thing I want to think about as a pro when I mention downtown Miami, me personally, I'm gonna think transportation. All right, so as you just saw, I just came from this little scooter that I just rented in somewhere in the street. I just went into my app, the Lyft app, I just found the scooter and just rented it, right? Transportation here is so easy. It's probably one of the best in all of Miami, right? So you have these little scooters everywhere. Now you have these little bikes that you can rent everywhere. You have the Uber. You have all types of buses that all run through downtown Miami. Most buses that run in Miami, they all pass through downtown Miami because the Omni on 15th Street is one of the main stops, I guess, for the buses. You have the train that runs through here that goes all the way down to like South Miami, Coral Gables, that goes to the airport. You also have the trolleys that are free to run through downtown Miami that can take you up to Edgewater, that can take you up to Brickell. And of course, you also have the Metro Mover that I also mentioned in Brickell, and it also comes down here to downtown. So it's from downtown to Brickell, Brickell to downtown. So transportation here is so easy and everything is walkable, right? So transportation down here in downtown Miami is probably one of the best in all of Miami. It's so easy to move around. It's so easy to get around. If you just want to go down from your apartment to have a coffee, have a drink, go have lunch, go have dinner, you have it all right there. Even if you want to go clubbing at night, you'll have most of the clubs, most of the best clubs in Miami are all in downtown Miami. Let me wait for this plane to pass by. Actually, talking about planes, you pretty much have Miami Airport, I will say 15 minutes west, and all the planes, they all pass through here, honestly. They all pass through downtown and Edgewater. Anyway, so definitely transportation is so easy here in downtown. That's one of my favorite things about life down here in downtown. All right, guys, so another pro of living in downtown Miami is gonna be the views. The views that most of these condos have that are on the water, that are pretty much on Biscayne, all right? There's not so many, but the ones that are on Biscayne are pretty much one of my favorite, and they all have amazing view because they're all looking towards the east, right? Towards behind me, with unobstructed views because there's nothing in this area. This area that I'm in is the Bayfront Park, the Bayside area. So they're not building nothing here. This is all public, city area. So those buildings on Biscayne have amazing views looking towards Biscayne Bay. They look all the way towards the beach. So the views that these condos offer are amazing, beautiful. Then the amenities, there's a lot of high-end luxury buildings in these areas. So those are definitely the pros, of living in the area. Then again, it's so walkable. This area is walkable. This to the people that don't have a car, the people that don't want to drive, that they just want to walk everywhere. Downtown Miami is a great place for you. Again, a lot of the people that are coming here to the park, walking right now, they are probably just coming up from their apartment and just coming for a walk. So if that is your style, if that is what you like to do, then again, downtown Miami is super walkable and it's super easy to get around, and that it was for you as well. All right, guys, so another cool thing about living in downtown Miami is gonna be Bayside. Bayside is this place that we have right behind us. It's pretty much like a market, like an outdoor marketplace, outdoor shopping. It has tons of restaurants on the edge, right on the water, so you can have a really good fish, or you can have some drinks right on the water. It's great place for you to come and hang out, just walk around. It's probably gonna be just a few blocks from your apartment if you're gonna be living in Miami Beach. Also, if you have any guests that want to go on a tour on a boat, you could bring them here to Bayside. They rent some tours, some boat tours right there. You can come here the same day, and it takes you all through the celebrities' homes, through the Miami Beach Islands, Star Island, and all these places. Is an amazing tour. It's really fun. And again, Bayside has a lot of restaurants, a lot of bars. It has a little bit of nightlife in the evenings, starting I believe around 7 or 8. They have live music. There is a stage right over there, and they have Latin music, so salsa, merengue, some bachata, like a live band playing. If you want to come and hang out, you are more than welcome to. You're gonna enjoy it. Also, if you have a boat, if you have a yacht, it's a cool place to come, dock your boat, and just go and have lunch, have dinner, have a few drinks. Just be careful not to drink too much if you're gonna be driving the yacht. Anyway, guys, so this is another really cool thing about living here in downtown Miami, Bayside. And as you can see, I believe you can see it from the screen, right over here, you have the Miami Arena, the AAA Marina, the American Airline Arena, and that's what we're gonna go check out right now. So another thing that I love about living in Miami, downtown Miami, is gonna be that you have the American Airline Arena, the AAA Arena, right here, probably walking distance from your condo, from your apartment. You just probably walk, block. You probably walk across the street if you live in this high-end luxury buildings right behind me, like the Marquis and the 1000 Museum. Or even if you live on 1st Street, we're on 8th Street, it's only 7 blocks away, so you can come here and watch a Miami Heat game. You can watch a concert here, one of the biggest concerts that take place in Miami. They all take place here in the Miami American Airline Arena. Any large events that take place here. So that's another really good thing about living in downtown Miami, how close you have the AAA Arena next to you. So another thing that I love about living in downtown Miami is that you have 2 museums, 1 block away from the AAA Arena, and right across the street from all the luxury buildings like the 10 Museum, 1000 Museum, Marquis, the Biscayne Bay, 900 Biscayne Bay, and the Marina Blue. If you live in any of these condos, you have the best life, literally. You have the American Airline right here, right in front, and then you have 2 museums right here. They're pretty much new, just a few years old. You have the Perez Art Museum, and you have the Science, the Frost Science Museum right here, right behind me. So you can go there with your guests, with visitors, if you're into museums and you're checking out artwork. And besides the museum, there's always also events going on here. There's always different activities that go on in these 2 museums. So again, you see downtown is not so large, but it has so many things to do. And here is another park. There's a lot of people right now. It's a really large park, so you may not see it, but there's people all over just hanging out with their dogs or just sitting down in the grass, no one bothering you. You're right next to the water. It's really breezy. It feels really good. So again, there's so much that downtown Miami offers in such a little place. now let's talk about the cons of living in downtown Miami, because just like every single neighborhood, there's got to be cons, right? There's cons everywhere, there's pros and cons everywhere. And downtown Miami has, in my opinion, it has a lot of cons that beat the pros, even though there has so many pros. Anyway, let's get started with the cons. So one of the first cons that I can say is that downtown Miami is still very populated by a lot of homeless people. Not to say anything negative about homelessness, but it's the reality, right? You have Overtown and you have different areas west of downtown Miami where there's even more homeless people, so many of them get attracted to the downtown areas. It's not a grand quantity, it's not crazy like New York. I've seen worse. I've been to Austin and it was worse. I've been to LA and it was much, much worse. So not as bad, but it still is a lot of homelessness going on in downtown Miami. As you can see from the shots that I've taken, a lot of the inner streets, like inside of the neighborhoods, after hours, so after like 8 p.m. or some restaurants after 12 a.m., after midnight, they get, everything kind of shuts down and it gets really dark there, right? So sometimes even myself, not that I feel unsafe ever in downtown, but sometimes I do feel like it's a little bit sketchy, it's a little bit, it's too dark, there's not too much light going on, and just, I just want you to keep in mind, because maybe you're a single lady, maybe you're looking to move to downtown. Not saying it's not saying it's an unsafe place or a dangerous place, or if there's even a lot of crime. Not saying that at all. I just want you to know, what it's like, and that's one of the cons, in my opinion. Sometimes I go out in downtown Miami, you have a lot of homeless people or people that are up to no good. So that's definitely one of the cons. The first con that comes to mind. The second con that comes to mind, in the recent years, downtown Miami has been growing so much. It has been growing like crazy. As you can see from the shots, there's so much new construction everywhere. Like, downtown Miami, when I first moved to the States, about over 20 years ago, it was like nothing. You would never go to downtown Miami. Maybe just for, I don't know, I think I went once or twice ever to probably see I think something in the American Airline. But before, the Heat didn't even play there, so I can't remember, but I remember coming once or twice like 20 years ago. No one ever wanted to live here in downtown Miami, right? So over the years, it has grown like crazy, right? Miami has grown, downtown Miami has grown, all the areas surrounding it, like Brickell, Edgewater, Wynwood, all those areas has grown, right? So what does that mean? What does growth mean? It means construction. There is so much construction everywhere in downtown Miami. I hate it. You already know, if you watch my videos, that I hate traffic. I love driving, but I hate traffic. And then on top of traffic, you have construction, right? So it's probably so windy here. I'm here on the water in the Miami River. So this right behind me is the Biscayne Bay. So if you want to go out to the ocean or just ride around in your yacht, your boat, you go there. And then when you want to come back inland, and just say to your house or to your dock or wherever you have your yacht parked, you kind of go to this canal here in Miami River. There's quite a lot of wind here right now. Anyway, regarding just construction everywhere, guys. There's construction everywhere. It doesn't stop growing. There's new buildings coming up more and more often, or buildings are getting renovated, or the streets are getting done because some areas are really old. So there's always construction. Every time I come down to downtown Miami, there's always going to be one lane because the other lane there's something being worked on. I hate that. So that's definitely a big con. Not that it will change your style of living, but it will just, cause more traffic and more time in the car. That's why it's easier to walk around. So there you go, the pros. Another con about this area is gonna be there's not that much green areas, even though I just did show you that huge amazing park over there by the museums, and you have the Bayside, the Bayfront Park. Those areas, green areas, beautiful. Other than that, there's really no green. There's really no green in downtown Miami. It's all buildings, all concrete jungle. Some of you may like that. Me personally, I don't like that. I love greens, I love my nature, I love my trees. So, if you're like that, then you may not like that either. So again, it's all junk, it's all like all concrete buildings, all buildings like any downtown city, right? For me, in my opinion, that's definitely a con. Other than that, sometimes whenever there's events in the Miami American Airline, right, that I showed you earlier, whenever there's events there, what happens is that it causes even more traffic, right? Imagine the Miami Heat play, you know, every 2 weeks, or this is an event, music event, whatever it is, it causes so much traffic that, you know, it just gets even crazier. Construction, busy, traffic, and then on top of that, you have a, you know, either a Heat game or a concert going on, so that brings even more traffic. And Biscayne Boulevard is one of the main streets here in downtown Miami. So again, it gets really, really bad. All right, guys, so now I'm back at the house, and I had to mention one more con. As I was on my way to my car from recording these videos for you, I actually realized how bad parking is. So parking is a really big issue in downtown Miami, and it's definitely a con in my opinion, right? Just for you to find street parking, it's always very, very tough. I mean, remember, you have the American Airline, you have the Bayside, you have the college there, you have all these condos and buildings with almost no parking. So just to find street parking is very difficult. There are a few parking lots nearby that charge, I believe, $15 or $20 to park there. I'm not sure how long, if it's 1 hour or how many hours. That's pretty much the price range. So just keep in mind, parking is a pain in the butt. So if you're gonna be purchasing a condo or renting a unit in downtown Miami, keep in mind how you're gonna go about parking. Does it come with one parking spot? Is there valet? Is there space if your guests come over? Where are they gonna park? How much does it cost if you needed a second parking spot? Do they even offer a second spot? Do they even offer the first parking spot, right? So there's a lot of condos that don't even have parking in the building. You have to rent somewhere in the parking lots right across the street or a block away. So you need to keep this in mind. You need to take that into consideration when you're thinking about living in downtown Miami. Are your friends gonna be coming over often? Your family, your visitors, where are they gonna park? It's a pain in the butt. Then if it's really difficult to park, people are not gonna wanna come visit you, believe it or not. So again, just keep those things in mind when it comes to the parking. It's a big con. All right, guys, so now let's talk about the cost of living here in downtown Miami. So for purchase, if you're looking to purchase maybe a studio or a loft, which are pretty much the cheaper options here in downtown Miami, it's gonna cost you around $250,000, $280,000, give or take. If you're looking to purchase a 1-bedroom, it's gonna be around $325,000, $350,000 average for a decent 1-bedroom, and 2 bedrooms are gonna be anywhere from $400,000 and upward to $600,000 for average price. Of course, keep in mind, I'm talking about average. Downtown Miami's prices vary a lot because it has a lot of older buildings and it has a lot of brand new construction and all the high-end luxury buildings right on Biscayne, overlooking Biscayne Bay and the beach that I've told you about already. Those all pretty much start out at probably minimum $600,000 and they go all the way up to $10 million, $15 million, right? Average in those high-end condos is gonna be around $1 million, 1.3 for a 2-bedroom. So just keep that in mind. Those are amazing buildings, one of my favorite in all of Miami. And HOA fees on these buildings, they're gonna run you for the studios and the 1-bedrooms, they're gonna run you anywhere from $500 to $700, and the 2-bedrooms are gonna run you anywhere from $800 to $1,000, and the high-end luxury buildings are gonna be anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 per month. Yes, it is per month. I already had a lot of people comment in my channel asking, Hans, do you mean, you know, $1,500 per year for HOA fees? No. HOA fees, homeowner association fees, maintenance fees, it's per month. So $500-$600 a month, $800, $1,000, $1,500 a month if it's a high-end luxury building. So keep those numbers in mind. Now, if you're gonna be looking for rentals, the studios are gonna be, the studio loft apartments are gonna pretty much be around $1,800. The 1-bedrooms are gonna be anywhere from $2,000, $2,200 average. And 2 bedrooms are gonna be pretty much $2,500 to $2,700 per month. Again, this is average in the decent, nice buildings. There's a little bit cheaper options, not too much because every building here is pretty much, has all the amenities. They have valet, they have, the front desk. So they all pretty much run around that price range. They do get a little bit more expensive if you go into the luxury apartments. You can have 1 bedrooms for $4,000, 2 bedrooms for $7,000, $8,000, and 3 bedrooms from $10,000 all the way to $12,000 per month. Please keep in mind, I'm a real estate agent, and if you're looking to move down here to the downtown area, feel free to contact me at any time. You have my description down below. You can text me, WhatsApp, Instagram, email, however you like. You can contact me. I'll be more than happy to talk to you. We can go over, we can set up a Zoom call and go over everything in detail. I can answer any of your questions and concerns, and I'll be more than happy to help you out and get you settled down here in Miami. Thank you so much for watching again, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.